So the first fund that I'm going to be looking at today is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, which has the ticker symbol VTI. Now, VTI is the bread and butter of all index fund investors, and it is the broad index fund ETF covering the total US stock market. Now, this is a good option for anyone who is looking to get broad exposure to the US stock market. And an ETF, for those that don't know, is a collection of hundreds or thousands of stocks in a single fund that trades on major stock exchanges. So the VTI is very similar to the Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, which is the VOO, and the two funds are extremely similar. However, the VTI covers a wider range of US stocks rather than just the 500 largest companies. The management fee, also known as the expense ratio for this fund, is 0.03%. So this is pretty much as low as you're going to get, which is a good sign to see. So the fund holds 4,112 stocks in total, with the total weighting for the top 10 holdings being 24.2%. So the top 10 holdings are basically the biggest 10 companies in America, and these are Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, United Health Group, Johnson & Johnson, Meta Platforms, and Nvidia. So in terms of sector diversification, the fund is fairly well diversified, as you would expect with a total stock market fund, but due to the nature of the fund matching the weighting of the total US stock market, it is inherently going to have a larger weighting in technology compared to any other sector. So the top three sectors for this fund are technology at 26.4%, consumer discretionary at 14.8%, and third is healthcare at 13.3%. So the average annual return over the last 10 years for VTI is 13.25%, meaning that a $10,000 investment made 10 years ago would now be worth approximately $34,700. Now, this does include the reinvestment of dividends that you do receive from this fund, which the VTI ETF does give out due to the nature of some of the companies in this fund paying out a dividend. And as of right now, the VTI has a dividend yield of around 1.37%. So overall, the VTI is a great all-round ETF in my opinion, and it's one that you could be quite comfortable being 100% invested in due to the great diversity within the fund. So if you're someone who is simply wanting broad exposure to the total US stock market and has no real interest in any particular sector, then this is a great option in my opinion. The 1.37% dividend yield that it gives out right now is definitely nice to have, but it is nothing substantial. So if you are looking to retire and live off the cash flow of your investments, then you would probably want to either avoid this fund or keep your portfolio allocation in it to a minimum, because you'd probably be wanting to get a bigger yield than that.